It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Goff now looking to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33.
First down, Detroit.
The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Goff now to throw. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling it, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
we
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Bengals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Burrow looking to pass. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To the air again, Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
He's got this to Williams, complete. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
1st down, Lions.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
St. Brown in motion right. Back to throw. Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try to slow down that pass rush.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They will toss to Brown. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49.
Burrow on play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard
For
line.
a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits.
They overloaded that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. McPherson's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Lions first down.
10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards that time for number 14.
First down, Detroit.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll work down inside the 45. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That quick throw there is incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
There's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Bates' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
And the Bengals.
Here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Burrow will throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 9.
Now it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. He'll get this to about the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Lions 1st down.
first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and
Goff.
3.
This is caught by Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
David Montgomery, the Lion ball carrier.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. But the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running right, here's Brown. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
18-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter route.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. Look at the time left. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Gone. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Complete to David Montgomery. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The final shot before break here. Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. A quick throw there out to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Just beating the play clock is Goff. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gain of 5.
Running left, Montgomery. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Braxton Hill. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And down to the 29-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd down and 8. Montgomery on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. To the sideline and incomplete.
I had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. A And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Andre Yoshibas from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 84 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this down to the 40.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Lions.
Now a give running left with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a second down and 7 from the 37.
Brings up second and 7.
Now it's gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Back to throw. Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 13.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line. Sadly, that's the type of run we've seen from these guys this year, ranked 32nd last in the NFL.
But there is good news because there's nowhere to go but up. Unfortunately, Up might have to wait until next season.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
17 yards on the play.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Open man is Higgins. From the 24 now, here's second and a yard.
T. Higgins. A gain of 9.
They'll give this out the middle to Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's another Cincinnati Bengals.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Quick slant caught by Chase. Ball at the 14 for second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Here's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of the area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Moss is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A couple yards shy of the 30. The Lions offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. That is caught. A little joke. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And the Lions first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here comes to Montgomery. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Goff. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Goff. Complete to Wright. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23.
1st down, Detroit.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind them. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these two-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on two-point plays as well.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. That stop made by Jack Campbell. Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it.
Now it's Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Again, he'll drop the throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's another Cincinnati Bengals.
Now Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. From the 3, second a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the Lions.
An inside give, Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough third and 4. Now it's Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Well, I don't know about you, Steve, but I did not see this coming. What a comeback to make this a game again.
I'm with you on that one because I didn't see it as well. You just think about the momentum swings we've seen so far. This game should have been over. Should have been done and dusted. But this is why you can never take anything for granted in this great game of football.
36.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. Play action. It's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
To throw is gone. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Jones on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Burrow. Got him in, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd down. Burrow. This will be caught once again by Brown. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This is Brown on the draw play. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So the the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taken the lead, and CD now, they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of a team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score in what time remains.
The Bengals.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. 36. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And now a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down by a field goal, a little over 40 seconds to go. And no other way to say it, they have blown a big lead, but a chance to rescue things late. Now it's Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's right. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Goff. That's complete to the portal. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Goff now to throw. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Bates' kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
This one complete to Yoshivas. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. And he'll They'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
We think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here's we begin overtime. They're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But with the end game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going in their direction right now.
And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Higgins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40.
Here's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it. You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Goff now, throw.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
Goff now looks to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Bengals offense returns to the field. Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive, so now sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series broke everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is thrown at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And that's caught by Williams. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Back to throw. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us.
True.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Meh.
Yeah,
M-E-H, man. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.